So a few days ago, I made this video on your screen right now showing you how you can actually make up to $10,000 during this World Cup period. And someone actually dropped a comment requesting me to make part 2 of this video. And he specifically said in the part 2, I should show the SEO optimization. And in this video, I'm actually going to break down the SEO tips that you need to implement whenever you're uploading a video on YouTube. Now, we are going to do from getting a good title, a good description, tags, and then designing our thumbnail, every single thing in this single video. So now guys, now when it comes to working on the title, the first thing you need to start working on your video title is basically having an idea of the video you want to create. Now take a look at this, the video script that we're working on in that previous video, and you can see that what before I got this title, I came up with this idea, which is what the video is actually going to be about, where I talk about 10 young players to watch that will make statements in the World Cup 2026. So now once you have your idea like this, you copy the idea. Now you head over to your AI. Now you can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, you can use Copilot. It's totally up to you. Now for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go over to ChatGPT. Now here is a simple prompt. Say I'm about giving you a YouTube video idea I have, and I want you to suggest some great titles that will build both trust and also generate views. Now once you add this message, then you add your YouTube video idea. Now once you have it like this, you just click on send. Now ChatGPT is going to scan this idea and they give you a lot of title suggestions that you pick from there and see the ones that will actually perform the most. Now one thing most of you do is simply when you come over here, try using clickbait titles, and one thing about me is that I don't recommend clickbait titles. Use titles that actually resonate with your video. Now from here you can see that what he gave you 10 young players who will break out at the World Cup 2026, 10 wonder kids ready to shock the world. And if you look through all of them, the one that I say the next Mbappe, 10 young players to watch at the World Cup 2026. Now this is a crazy title, even more crazier than the one Gemini gave us in our video. So you remember in that Gemini video, I also told you that to optimize your title. Here's the 10 wonder kids who will shock the 2026 World Cup. A great title, but this one that says the next Mbappe, 10 young players to watch at the World Cup 2026 is even a better title. Now once you come over to YouTube, you take a look at other content creators that has created content around the same topic. So now for example, let me just put in this here. So I'll just put in the keyword here. Our keyword is simply 10 young players to watch at World Cup 2026. Now this is our keyword, so we'll put it into YouTube, and then now from here, this is a video I was watching. So from here you basically look at the top performing video. You can see top 10 players to watch at World Cup 2026. Now this person here wasn't targeting young, so you are targeting young. So when you add young to it, it separates you from this particular person. Now take a look at this one here, 10 young players who dominate the 2026 World Cup. This is a great title, but it did not perform, and I believe this channel is obviously very new. Yes, with 47 subscribers, the channel is very new and it seems to be doing well. 5 days ago, you got about 200 and something views, and you can see it from here, even though his thumbnails are one of his issue. Now for stage 1, we've gotten our title and I've educated you on how to pick great titles. Now after I have your title, the next most important thing we need to do is simply we need to get a thumbnail, and that's highly important. So most of the situations I do get my thumbnail before I even generate my YouTube video description, and I also use ChatGPT to design my thumbnails. Now how do we do this? Now we just take the same title that we picked earlier, they'll come back here and they will say, now just first send in your choice of title. Now as I said earlier, the reason I picked this title is because it has the keyword the next Mbappe. Mbappe is a world star that also blew out from nowhere just because of World Cup. So attaching him to World Cup is something that every single person will really get interested in. Now once you have this, now once you give it the title like this, it's going to do everything is, you say I will rate it 8.5 over 10. That's crazy. Getting 8.5 rating over 10 is a good title. So you say kindly make a thumbnail for me using the title. Now you just click on send. Now ChatGPT is just going to generate a thumbnail for you without really wasting much of your time, like I'm taking here by explaining a lot of stuffs. So guys, whilst you're waiting for ChatGPT to actually generate our thumbnail for us, I just want to let you know that if this is your first time on this channel, do have to smash that subscribe button. And also, I just want to let you know that in case you're a content creator who is getting started and you really don't know how to actually scale up your content, well, I offer a one-on-one mentorship where I can teach you every single thing that I've taught on this channel. Anyone that you want to learn, you pick it, you let me know, then I can take you through a one-on-one guidance as well. And I also have a lot of already monetized social media platforms, be it YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you want. I already have monetized those available, scaling from as low as 1,000 to over 100,000 followers. So in case you need it as well, you can actually contact me. All my details are available in the video description. So also follow me on other social media platforms because I do create short tutorials where I share some basic tips you need as a creator on Instagram and TikTok. So now let's get back to making our thumbnail. Okay, so we can clearly see that our ChatGPT just made a very crazy thumbnail for us here. But the problem here is that this one thing a lot of you don't understand. The problem here is that we are targeting the word cup and not club. But over here, ChatGPT actually use their club jersey on them, and we don't want this. So what we are going to say is simply, so basically, I'm just going to follow it up with this prompt, which is make use of their national team jersey as we are targeting the World Cup. Now, this is something you also need to learn. So just send it in. Now, once you send it, just sit back and ChatGPT is going to update it for you. Okay, as you can see, ChatGPT just updated it. You can see this version is even better. You see, Mbappe is wearing his France jersey. The other one is wearing his Spanish jersey, and then the other one is wearing his Argentine jersey. Now, one thing that a lot of you make mistake with is that if you take a look at this thumbnail that ChatGPT actually gave you, it's not the actual aspect ratio that YouTube advised. That's why some of you have great thumbnails, but they still don't perform well because of the aspect ratio. So you need to actually update the aspect ratio, and to do that on ChatGPT, click on this top here, and then come over to where it says wide screen. This is the option I actually go, even though it has a 4:3 landscape there, I actually go with the wide screen because it gives me a perfect size that actually suits the YouTube thumbnail sizing. So guys, now we are down to the final stage, which is actually talking about getting the tags for your video. Now, so many people say tags are not really important, and for me, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. You don't know when it will be important, you don't know when it will be useless. So the most advisable thing is simply use a few of it, and but not all, because a lot of you tend to use so many tags, which makes it useless. So my advice is simply use tags, but don't use a lot. Now let me show you where I actually get my tags from and how you should actually use tags on your YouTube video as well. And my advice is simply make sure you don't use more than 10 tags in a single video. Most of you use up to 20, 30, as many as you can put. No, make sure you keep your tags below 10 or below. Make sure you have let me say all the tags that you are using should be highly in respect to the video, should be highly related to the video that you are uploading, and maybe add 2 or 3 hashtags in your description as well. Now let's get back on my desk. Let me show you that last part. Let's actually round up. Now, when it comes to actually generating my YouTube video description, well, I also don't write them offhand. I use ChatGPT, and then I just update most of the terms. So the first thing we need to do is simply come over to our video, copy the title like this, and then head back to ChatGPT and basically say, so now basically I just send this, here's my YouTube video title. I didn't even spell it correctly. Then I'll add the title. I'll say make sure to keep it brief and use relative keywords and add few hashtags. Now this is very important. Always keep your description brief. I see some of your descriptions are very lengthy and it doesn't really worth it. Keep it brief. Make sure it's related to the video and just have it like that. You can see this one here, very brief. And then you have the hashtags here. Now for me, I always remove this line. That's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. I prefer saying it with my mouth. Nobody really reads the comments that much nowadays, so I don't really add this notice there. I just say it with my mouth, but it's up to you. Now from here, you also have the hashtags as well. Now in case you don't know where your hashtags appear on YouTube, let me quickly show you where hashtags appear. Let me just head over to my channel and I'll show you from my recent video, which is this video right here. The World Cup 2026 is not okay. So let me show you where you can see here. You can see where the hashtags actually appear. YouTube actually feature 3 hashtags maximum. So I have more than 3 hashtags, but they feature just 3, and you can see that they pick them randomly, not in the order in which I actually added them. World Cup 2026 was the first. This should be the first 3, but well, YouTube did their own thing and they picked their own version and then aligned it there. So basically, add hashtags. Now when it comes to my YouTube tags, which is the one I use at this section, do they show tags here? I actually get my tags from this particular website known as rapidtags.io. So let me open up rapidtags.io. This is where I actually get my tags from. So to get tags from here, just click on where it says start growing. Now it may require you to sign in with Gmail account, but most of the times I don't usually sign in. I use it without signing in. I don't know. Okay, you can see it here. Use tag generator is now over here. Now paste in the YouTube video title. Click on generate. Now once you generate them for you, like you can see, and just pick the 5 to 10 most related to your video, and you are basically good to go. So guys, this is all I have for you in this video. This is every single thing that you require to upload your videos on YouTube. The title, the description, the thumbnail, the tags. Now I've shown you how you can do all of them and without having to pay a dime. So guys, see you in my next video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Also follow me on other social media platforms. All links are available in video description. See you there. Bye.